God comes because children are calling out. And he fulfills his companionship with the children. This is a unique meeting with God. Only the fortunate ones would meet Him. We were thirsty of one drop, but He is showering us the ocean. God comes when children are calling out. Whatever children make the thought, God, who is the bestower of blessings, would fulfill it. He fulfilled His promise. This is a unique play of love with God. He gives us the fortune of golden age without asking. God comes because children are calling out. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Supreme peace, the best peace, world peace. The ocean of peace, Baba, yesterday gave us the awareness. Today as well, on the confluence, on this day of confluence age, the the one of the best days of confluence age, that God comes because children are calling out. You called me out and I come. Yesterday Baba said the since yesterday Baba said since Gulzar Dadi was coughing that the bugle is not good, meaning the body is not well. But Baba still comes to meet his children. So whether Baba comes because children are calling out, or because according to the drama drama brings him down due to mercy for the children and love. The power of love is very elevated. This is elevated, pure love, selfless love. This love makes pure. In this love, Baba gives love, as well as he teaches us how to remain strict on ourselves. So he gives love in the form of the Father. He teaches us strictness in the form of teacher. He being Satguru, he makes the soul worthy, that what is difficult becomes easy. You just follow this path straight, and Baba gives us that attention and says, attention please, meaning man mana bhava. This is a drill. Just how the Baba says, attention please, meaning you engage your mind in this. So why mind is clean and clear, then, and the sanskars are good and actions are good, then soul would follow accurate path. Today Baba is repeatedly reminding us about the drill, and he's making us to exercise. He's preparing us to go home. Today is 15th December. Today is Baba Milan Day. Baba himself would come and take us beyond through his eyes. He would decorate us with the jewels of knowledge. He would give us blessings, and he would make us worthy of getting those blessings. For many years, the part of corporeal and avyakt part went. So incorporeal means Shiv Baba took the support of the body with 5 elements, and avyakt meeting means Bab Dada, the form of light, came to meet us. Definitely he needs support of body, but the support of light. Now it's the part of incorporeal. To the extent that we stay incorporeal, what is the video? It is the just the play of light. But that light of love is so powerful that in video the past becomes present. Baba needs support of five elements. So five elements also becomes subtle. So light is even more subtle, and that is why Baba, incorporeal Baba, takes support of corporeal body. So when Gulzar Dadi once came to London, we slept in Baba's room. I woke up middle of night. And I felt that so someone with as a shadow came. I thought somebody came for Amrit Vela. So I felt someone was going to Baba's translate as a shadow, as a light. I saw and I felt I have to take the support of body. So Brahma has finished his accounts with the nature, but I still have accounts with the children. Many of my children are going to come, so I still need the support. So whenever you sit in front of Baba, in Baba's room, his eyes are little open initially, then some you will feel that eyes are wide open. Sometimes he smiles, sometimes he show a stern eye. So what is all that? So Baba says he needs support of five elements. So this is also five elements. So the one who is bodiless and unique takes the support of the body. And that's how he shows his play. So you can feel that only when there is faith, trust in Baba, and then you can meet Baba. The vibrations are created before that. So when you have love for the Father, Baba's words will touch you like an arrow and you will become very powerful. So the sustenance is being done now as well, until and unless our accounts with the children is not finished. So today is Avyakta meeting with Bab Dada. Baba comes because children are calling, or whether Baba comes because of the accounts or because of the love. So Sevadharis are going to get gifts after Murli. So I'll read Murli first. Didi is saying that. Okay, today is 15th December. Essence, sweet children. You are now learning spiritual drill from the spiritual father. Through this drill, you will go to the land of liberation, the land of silence. Question. The Father inspires you children to make effort, but which aspect should you remain very strict about? Answer. Before the old world is set on fire, you have to remain very strict about becoming ready by considering yourselves to be souls. Staying in remembrance of the Father and claiming your full inheritance. You must not fail. When students fail, they repent a great deal because they feel that they have wasted their whole year. Some say, "What does it matter if I haven't studied?" However, you do have to remain very strict. The teacher should not have to say to you, "Too late." Om Shanti. The spiritual father gives you spiritual children directions in this spiritual school, or it can be said that he teaches you children drill just as teachers give directions and teach drill. The spiritual father also tells you children directly. What does he tell you? Man, mana, bhava. Just as they say attention, please, the Father says man, mana, bhava. This is like each one of you being merciful to yourself. The Father says, children, constantly remember me alone, become bodiless. Only the spiritual father teaches you spirits the spiritual drill. He is the supreme teacher and you are assistant teachers. You also tell everyone, consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. May you be soul conscious. This is also the meaning of man, mana, bhava. He gives directions for the benefit of the children. He himself hasn't studied with anyone. All other teachers learn from someone and then teach others. That one hasn't studied in any school, etc. He only teaches you. He says, I teach you spirits, spiritual drill. All others teach physical drill to physical children. They have to perform that drill with their physical bodies. Here there is no question of a body. The Father says, I don't have a body. I simply teach you drill and give you directions. According to the drama plan, he has the part recorded in him of teaching this drill. This service is recorded in him. He just comes to teach drill. You have to change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan. This is very easy. You have the ladder in your intellects. You know how you went around the cycle of 84 birds and came down. The father says you now have to return home. No one else would say to his followers or students. So yesterday Baba asked how the day before asked how far have you reached, whether have you reached to the stage of Sato Pradhan, or any it can be known with their actions whether they are clean, clear, stable, whether they have developed the divine vision, whether the heart is happy, whether the face is not unhappy. These are all the signs of where have I reached. The father says, you now have to return home. No one except the spiritual father can explain this. You children understand that you now have to return home. This, this world is now Tamo Pradhan. O spiritual children, you now have to return home. No one except the Father can explain this. You children understand that you now have to return home. This world is now Tamo Pradhan. We were the masters of Sato Pradhan and world. Masters of Sato Pradhan world, and now, having gone around the cycle of 84 birds, we have become the masters of the Tamo Pradhan world. There is nothing but sorrow here. The Father is also called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. That is, it is only the one Father who makes Tamo Pradhan into Sato Pradhan. You children understand that you experienced a lot of happiness. You don't remember how you ruled the kingdom, but your aim and objective is in front of you. So you bring that picture in front of you. How was our kingdom? Baba is reminding us, even though we don't remember that. We don't remember this at all. But when we are shown our picture of childhood, we don't remember. But we have so much trust that it is mine. And they also remind you something else, that here is where you studied. So we can recollect a little. And similarly, Baba is showing us our picture of the beginning when we started our journey from the golden age. So the golden and silver ages are like our childhood, because there is purity, and there is natural beauty, there is attraction. From the copper age onwards, there was attraction of human beings to human beings. So many religious fathers came and they start their religion, they said, this is my youth group. And in the Iron Age, it is like old age. Everyone is old. And we have to retire and go back home. So our stage should be of going back home and also of becoming a child in the golden age. Didi was sharing that. You don't remember how you ruled the kingdom, but your aim and objective is in front of you. That is a garden of flower. We are now changing from thorns into flowers. You would not ask how to develop faith. If you have any doubts, you are led into destruction. When you step away from this school, your study stops. Your status is then destroyed, and there is a great loss. Your status would become very low, even among the subjects. The main thing is to become Sato Pradhan, worthy of worship, deities. You are not deities now. You Brahmins have only Brahmins come to the Father and study this drill. Internally, you also have happiness. You like this study. These are the versions of God. Although they inserted Sri Krishna's name, you understand that Sri Krishna did not teach this drill. Only the Father teaches this. So Baba says, renounce body consciousness and remember me. He's also teaching the Sri Krishna soul who has become Tamo Pradhan while adopting different names and forms. So the Father never learns this himself. Everyone else definitely learns from someone or other. That one is the spiritual father who teaches you. He teaches you and you then teach others. You have become impure by taking 84 births and you now have to become pure. For this remembrance, remember the spiritual father. On the basis of devotion, you have been singing, "Oh, purifier." Even now, you can go anywhere and see how this is being done. You are Raja Rishis. You are learning royalty, purity. You are making the atmosphere pure as well. So you are Raj Rishis meaning pure household simplicity. Unity in the atmosphere and royalty in the life and divinity in the life. You can go and travel anywhere. You don't have any bondage. You children have the faith that the unlimited Father has come to serve you. How could the father take any fees from his children for this study? If a teacher's child is his student, he would teach him for free. The one also teaches you for free. Don't think that you are giving something. Those are not fees. You don't give anything. You are taking a lot in return. So you give to take multi-million times. So some would say someone has given so much, so give a badge. So this is not something to buy because badge is the symbol of your life. So whatever we give, we don't expect we anything in return. So if you sow the seed, you will get 100 times. So it's not that we are giving, we are taking. You don't give anything, you are taking a lot in return. People give donations and perform charity because they feel that they will receive the return of that in their next birth. They receive temporary happiness. Although they do receive something in their next birth, they receive it in a birth in which they descend. They continue to come down the ladder. Whatever you do now, it is for going into the ascending stage. People speak about the fruit of karma. Souls receive the fruit of karma. Even Lakshmi and Narayan also receive the fruit of their karma. You receive unlimited fruit from the unlimited Father. The other is received indirectly, that is fixed in the drama. This too is in the predestined drama. You know that you will claim your inheritance from the unlimited Father after a cycle. The Father sits here and creates a school for us. The government has worldly schools where you have been studying in many different ways for half the cycle. The Father is now teaching you in order to remove all your sorrow for 21 births. There it is the kingdom. Everyone there is number wise, just as all are number wise here. You have kings, queens, advisors, subjects, etc. This is the old world. There will be very few people in the new world. There will be a lot of happiness there. You are becoming the masters of the world. Emperors and kings have been and gone. People celebrate with so much happiness. However, the Father says they still have to fall down. Everyone has to fall. The degrees of the deities also gradually decrease, but because the kingdom of Ravan doesn't exist there, there is nothing but happiness there. because there are no influence of vices. Here it is the kingdom of Ravan. Just as you ascend, so you also fall down. Souls adopt various names and forms as they descend. According to the drama plan, souls have fallen and become Tamo Pradhan exactly as they did in the previous cycle. The sorrow begins when? All sorrow begins when they climb onto the pyre of lust. There is now extreme sorrow. There will be extreme happiness. You are Raja Rishis. Theirs is Hatha Yoga. Ask anyone whether they have the knowledge of the Creator or the beginning, middle, and end of creation, and they will reply that they don't. Only those who know this can ask others. How could someone who doesn't know this himself ask anyone else? You know that the none of the rishis and munis, etc., were Trikaldarshi. This father is making us Trikaldarshi. This Baba, who was the master of the world, did not have this knowledge. Even in this birth, he didn't have this knowledge until the age of 60. Even when the father came, it was only gradually that he continued to speak a little of this knowledge at a time. Even though the intellects of many develop very firm faith, Maya continues to make them fall. Baba cannot tell you their names. O- Otherwise, Baba cannot tell you their names because Baba has mercy, otherwise, they will feel disheartened. Baba receives all the news. And if they hear from Baba, they will become disheartened. Sometimes they keep bad company. They say they then say that they cannot stay without getting married. So Baba is reminding you, someone who was a good Maharathi, who used to go to class every day and who has even been here to Madhuban several times, was caught by Maya the alligator. Many such cases continue to take place. They aren't married as yet. Baba has Baba has hoped that he would be saved, but Maya has put them in her mouth and is slowly swallowing them. Maya, in the form of a woman, pulls him. So it is the story that alligator pulled the leg of elephant, and but elephant gave a flower to God, then God saved him. So even though Maya has caught them, Baba, since Baba is merciful, they realize, Baba makes them realize So there are two things. So Maya, in the form of a woman, pulls him. He has fallen into the mouth of the alligator. Then, gradually, she will completely swallow him. Some make mistakes, or there is mischief caused just on seeing someone. They also understand that they will fall deep into the pit from above. It would then be said that the child was very good, but that the poor, helpless thing is now finished. As soon as he becomes engaged, he dies. The father constantly writes to the children, "May you constantly stay alive. Make sure that you are not very forcefully attracted by Maya." Some of these things are mentioned in the scriptures. The things of the present are remembered later. You must continue to inspire them to make effort. It shouldn't be that Maya, the alligator, swallows them. Maya catches hold of them in many different ways. The main one is lust, the greatest enemy, of which you have to remain very cautious. You can see how the impure world is becoming pure. There is nothing to be confused about this. Simply by considering yourselves to be souls and remembering the Father, all your sorrow will be removed. Only the Father is the purifier. This is the power of yoga. The ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat is very well known. They believe that 3000 years before Christ there was paradise. So there definitely could not have been any other religions. This is such an easy aspect, and yet they don't understand it. You know that the Father has now come once again to establish that kingdom. Shiv Baba also came 5000 years ago. He must definitely have given the same knowledge that he is giving now. The Father himself says, "I come every cycle at the confluence age in an ordinary body to teach you Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis. You were not that before." You have been staying with Baba ever since Baba came. You are studying and also doing service, physical service and subtle service. On the path of devotion too, people do service and also take care of their households. The Father says devotion has now come to an end and this knowledge has begun. I come to grant you salvation through this knowledge. It is in your intellects that Baba is purifying you. The Father says, "According to the drama, I have come to show you the path." The teacher is teaching you, and your aim and objective is in front of you. This is the highest on high study. He continues to explain to you the things that he explained in the previous cycle. The drama continues to tick away. Everything that happens second by second will continue to repeat every 5000 years. Days continue to pass by. These thoughts don't enter the intellect of anyone else. The golden, silver, copper, and iron ages have now gone by, and they will then repeat. The same things that passed in the previous cycle are now passing. Only a few more days remain. Those people speak of hundreds of thousands of years. In comparison to that, you would say that only a few more hours remain. So it is 6 months for Brahma's day, 6 months for Brahma's night. So if you calculate that way, it's confusion, but that's too is fixed in the drama. When everything is set, when everything is set on fire, people will wake up. At that time, it will be too late. Therefore, the Father continues to inspire you to make effort. Just sit fully prepared. The teacher shouldn't have to tell you that it is too late. Those who fail repent a great deal. They feel that they have wasted their whole year. Some say, "What does it matter if I don't study?" You children must remain very strict. I will claim the full inheritance from the Father. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. If there is any difficulty about this, you can ask the Father. This is the main thing. The Father also told you 5,000 years ago, constantly remember me alone. I am the purifier. I am the Father of all. Sri Krishna is not the Father of all. You can give this knowledge to the worshippers of Shiva and Sri Krishna. If souls have never become worthy of worship, then no matter how much you beat your head, they won't understand. They are now atheists. If souls have never become worthy of worship, then no matter how much you beat your head, they won't understand. They are now atheist. Perhaps in future they may become theist. For instance, someone may get married and fall and will then come and take this knowledge. However, his inheritance would be very much reduced because he has remembrance of someone in his intellect. It is very difficult to remove that. First there is remembrance of his wife, then that of his children. There would be a pull even more to the wife than to his children because that remembrance has been there for a long time. The children come later. Then there is also the remembrance of friends, relatives, and in laws, and so on. First is the wife who has been the companion for a long time. It is the same here. You say that you have been with the deities for a long time. So you renounce your intellect from bodily beings from the Iron Age and forge your intellect towards deitism. In that case, you should also say that you have had a great deal of love for Shiv Baba for a long time. He made us pure 5,000 years ago, too. He comes and protects us every cycle, and this is why he is called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. You have to have a very clear line. The father says, Shiv Baba makes us pure 5,000 years ago as well. He comes and protects us every cycle. And this is why he's called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. You have to have a very clear line. The Father says, whatever you can see with your eyes, it is to be buried in the graveyard. You are now at the confluence age. The land of immortality is going to come. We are now making effort to become the most elevated human beings. This is the most elevated, auspicious, benevolent confluence age. You can see what is happening in the world outside. The Father has now come. Therefore, the old world has to be destroyed. As you make further progress, many will become aware of this. Someone who is changing the world has definitely come. This is the Mahabharat war. You are becoming very sensible. These things have to be deeply churned. You must not waste your breath. You must not waste your breath. You know that with this knowledge, every breath becomes worthwhile. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, in order to remain safe from Maya, be very cautious about the company you keep. Keep a very clear line. Don't waste your breath, but make it worthwhile with this knowledge. What second point, whatever time you have available, practice performing spiritual drill and accumulate the power of yoga. Don't create any new bondages now. So you have to perform action, but you don't to get into any new bondages. Blessing. May you claim the degree of a destroyer of obstacles by experiencing being under the Father's canopy of protection and thereby become an embodiment of experience. Explanation. When the Father is with you, no one can do anything to you. The experience of his company becomes a company of protection. Bab Dada always protects his children anyways. Test papers come to make you experienced, and so always think that that paper has come in order for you to progress to the next class. So, it is with this that you claim the degree of a destroyer of obstacles and blessing of being an embodiment of experience for all time. So since you have experience, you know how to deal with the situation when when there are conflicts of sanskars or any situation comes. If people now if people now make a little noise or create an obstacle, they will gradually cool down. People now make a little noise. So you need a Yogi Yukta stage slogan. Those who become cooperative at a time of need receive multi-million fold return of one. Avyak signal. Now have the deep concern to become complete and karmatit. Just as it has become easy to perform the actions of seeing, listening, and speaking, similarly experience the stage of becoming karmatit, that is, use your power to back up, become one who is beyond any effect of action. One is the stage of being dependent on action, and the other is the karmatita stage, that is, stage of having authority over actions. So, so one is the stage of being dependent on action, and the other is the karmatit stage, that is, the stage of having authority over actions. So check that the royal activity of yourself, the self-sovereign soul, the conqueror of your physical senses, is working under your orders. So any action should not bind you with any bondage. Om Shanti. So Didi is saying, I am taking a leave today, going to Indonesia. Today is a very special day. We will celebrate a Vyakti meeting with Baba. Those who are not going to Shantivan will meet Baba here in meditation hall. So all Sevadaris will keep seated here.
11 a.m. today. Please keep your ear badge safe and wear it throughout your visit to Shantila and also if you visit Pandavahalaya from tomorrow. Gates will be open in Shantila Diamond Hall by 3:30. Please aim to be in the hall at the latest 4:15. Double pointers can enter the Diamond Hall from sister side, gate number 6. Chase